the LLT, larger, lighter triangle. I was just in a rut for this one, honestly. That week I think I had done like 7 other designs, and I just wanted to do something that was almost the opposite of what I try to do with each design. Usually I try to fit the design to the player, and I want a majority of players, let's just call it 85%, to enjoy the design. This one's the opposite. It's pretty extreme, and I just wanted to cater to the unique style, and maybe 25%, 20% of players might like this design. I stopped over at the official G2 Nation Facebook group, did 3 different polls. They were pretty vague. The first one was sizing, and it ended up the winning vote getter was larger. There was options for smaller, and also even larger than larger. Which I forget what I had listed. Maybe it was just like extremely oversized or huge. The second poll had to do with different characteristics for weight. Heavy, heavier, heaviest, light, lighter, ultra light. So larger, lighter. Those were our first 2. And now the third poll really threw people off the most, because the first 2 you could kind of correlate to have a relation to a yo-yo. The third one was circle, square, triangle. Triangle won out, and here we are, the larger, lighter triangle. Those were the constraints going into the design. I knew that it was going to be something that is just off the wall unique, and larger, lighter triangle. That's all I was focused on. If you just look at this thing, this is like as triangle as you can get with a yo-yo. The catch zone, the halves, the IRG, the spike. It's just, triangle city. Specs wise, it's larger, but it's not huge. 59.8 millimeters by 46.9 millimeters. So you can see it's larger, but not overly oversized. Just comparing it to some of our normal models here, you can see. And then of course lighter, but not ultra light, 59.8 grams. Not a typo, it matches the diameter. Exactly, 59.8 millimeters, 59.8 grams. It plays pretty nicely overall, especially on the string. It's a little quirky in the hand. The thing I was most surprised by is I thought that this was going to hurt on the return, but it's wide enough that the edges of the rims don't actually make like hard, solid contact to the hand. Don't get me wrong, you get a binded up trick and it hits the back of your hand, you're going down. I have 4 protos going out into the wild with these, and part of that purchase agreement was that they have to share their first impressions of this yo-yo. Once we see their first impressions and kind of get your guys' feedback a little bit based on that, I'll decide what to do with this project. I'm open to any and everything, so I just want to get that feedback first, and then we'll kind of decide where to go from there with the LLT.